Hi, I'm NPC bodybuilder Sean Royer. I reside in Chicago, Illinois, and this is my true strength story. It was my senior year of college, and I was a running back. In the final quarter of my final game, I had a tackler come and hit me from the side, and it blew out my right ACL and my right leg. After having an MRI, I found that I had a completely disrupted right ACL, which means that not only did it tear, but the ACL actually shriveled back up and then was unable to be saved. Several doctors said that I needed to have a complete ACL recovery surgery done, but one doctor said that if I worked my quads, my lower legs and hamstrings, and through a lot of rehab and through maintenance work, that I didn't have to have the surgery. So I opted for his opinion and have worked my legs hard ever since. When the accident first happened and the injury first happened, it did change a lot of things because I wasn't able to do all the exercises that I wanted to do. I really had to focus more so on the knee, make sure that I wasn't overtraining it, but make sure that it was getting enough training to make the musculature strong enough to support. I believe my second semester senior year, after doing all the rehab, I really became more interested in bodybuilding. In a sense, I basically was bodybuilding. Even though it was just a right quad, I was starting to do very much isolation moves, a lot of different things with drop sets and playing with angles, different aspects of biomechanics. This really kind of started things going, where I learned about how if you rotated your leg externally, how you could start to work different parts of the quad. Same thing if you did it internally, so I could really build different parts of that muscle to support the knee. That coupled with the nutrition course that I took, I think really kind of set everything up. Knowing that if I didn't work my knee, I was going to have a result of pain in the knee. That is a great motivating factor, but also the fear that 3 doctors said surgery, 1 doctor said no surgery. When you opt with the minority choice, what happens is it's on you to prove to the other doctors that you're making the right choice and you're going to go through with this and you're going to follow through and do it correctly. When you put that pressure on yourself, you have to step up. You have to be willing to go that extra distance. If I was tired and I didn't want to do it, I did it anyway. If I didn't feel like doing the whole exercise, or I felt like it wasn't doing any good that day, I trained it harder. If I felt like I was stalling at a certain point, I would train it differently. I would get into the pool, I would ride the bike, I would walk, I would do stuff with the quads, hamstrings, calves, isolation moves, all these different things, and all along working with the nutrition. At that time I was working a lot with eating rice and a lot of different carbohydrates, playing with the carbohydrates, whether it was potatoes and rice, not really knowing a whole lot, but knowing I was trying to feed something to make it grow. I do have a stronger right leg because of all this work that was done, but I never opted for the surgery, and I continue to squat, lunge, deadlift, do all the other exercises. I don't wear wraps, nor do I wear any sort of neoprene brace at all, but realizing that there is something biomechanically wrong with the leg, I make sure that it gets trained and trained and trained. This, to me, also becomes part of what true strength really is. I'm Sean Royer, and I have true strength.